lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm on in my...
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
Ready?
54! Mike's 54! Watch the back.
Get it!
Off the play fake. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And the Giants first down.
Ready, break.
Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Let's get the ball.
Check.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
10 logo.
59. Push him back. Push him back.
Now Jones to throw again. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On third down, Jones to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
At their own 27-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Come on. Sunday.
Check 24. Switch. Shift. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
5-0. Hey, let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike 29. Tackle. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready.
29. Check the outs. Shift.
Wait. Undercrunch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the, let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike's 47.
Off. Here we go. 47 miles.
Now Winston.
Let's pin the mirrors back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Man up, D. 29. Mike 29.
So don't say nothing. Let's go.
Here's Winston.
Cut.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, it's Tate. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jones now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
Check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, turn it. 5 Hey, check Mike 47. Check. Let's go.
Jameis now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
Game situation. Let's go. Jump. Here we go. Even. Tighten up. Sonic. Check 9.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Black 25. 29. Let's go. Check 50. Hatchet. And even. Safe. White. Check.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get that ball. Even. Bang.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Jam. He's coming. Double up.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Ready. Mike 29. Check pass.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hot. Sponge. No. Easy. Hey. Slam. Whip. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Switch. Watch. Hey, 5-0. Switch. No. Off.
This is Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Yeah.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I'm on. Check safety. Come on. Check 3. Sunday. Check 3. White. Tight dog. Check 30. Hey, 5 on the 50. Where do we go?
On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Black 25 behind. Here's the mic. Watch the run. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, check white. Zoom. Check white 47. Rip left. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go. Flip it. Here we go.
On third down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Damian Williams taking it in. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Check it hot read. Check 52. Slam. Hey, let's get a conversion. Hey, switch green, 17. Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Money, flat 22, 47. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Throwing, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now it's Tate. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 66 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
29. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw is Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. White 25. Ricky. Sonic.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Watch the screen. Easy.
Mike 29.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 58 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Yeah, baby. We got it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Play to win. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 54's Mike. Check, go.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw.
It's just me and you.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
I'm coming after you.
Mike's 5-4.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jones. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. 54.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Go.
54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 7, Winston, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Wait. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. Hassan. Feed me. Let him go.
To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Operating from the gun. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
36.
Winston now. Looking for Parham in there. He's got him. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check 6 guys. Shift.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
On second and 9, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run with Barber. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal.
Give me some. Here we go. Check.
Wait.
He'll get it up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Winston. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown for Davis.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Yeah, that's what I do.
From the 38, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and 4. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Come. Watch the safety creep. Triple team. Twist. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
29 is the Mike 29.
Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because it's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 63 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Giants 48, Buccaneers 20. Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 77 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and now it's second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check pass.
Now Jones throwing again. Flush to his right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
From the gun, Jones.
All day, every day, any day.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking a big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Flip it. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Double dog. That's the way. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Nothing. You ain't got nothing. 29.
Green, triple team.
Mike 29. Oh, you got deep? 29 is a Mike.
Keep bringing it. Let's go.
Here's Winston. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Let's get it together. Easy. Hey, 5-0.
29 is Mike 29.
I can't believe they let you play.
First down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
They can't hang with us.
Full trot. Easy.
Check 47. I'm coming.
Now Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second down, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait. Let's go.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Green, triple team.
Winston from the gun on third down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Ready. Black 25 behind.
Get him.
Easy.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the red zone now, Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Black 22.
Brings up second and 1.
Flip.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Jameis to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third and short.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On third and 1, here's Winston. It's caught. Jones. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Ready. Black 22. Green, triple team.
Jameis again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Ready. You ready.
47 to Mike.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.